Ever wonder what Veterans Day is and why it's on November 11th? It all goes back to the end of the First World War. At the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, the Allies and Germans signed an armistice on November 11th, 1918 to end the 4 years of fighting that they were doing. A year later, in 1919, President Woodrow Wilson declared that November 11th would be Armistice Day, which is a time to honor the heroes of World War I and to celebrate the peace. By 1938, Armistice Day was made a federal holiday and dedicated to the cause of world peace. But after World War II and the Korean War, where millions of other people served, they wanted a day where it could honor all veterans and not just World War I. So in 1953, this guy, Alvin King, started a movement to rename the day Veterans Day. His idea reached Congress in 1954, and Dwight D. Eisenhower made it official. So Armistice Day became Veterans Day, and it became a day to honor any U.S. service member. And in 1971, apparently, the government moved Veterans Day into October under the Uniform Holiday Act, but everyone hated it, and it had a meaning being on November 11th. So in 1978, President Gerald Ford signed a law to bring it back to November 11th, and that's where it stayed ever since. So Veterans Day is a day to honor all who served in the U.S. military, both living and deceased, while Memorial Day in May honors those who died in service. And every year there's a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and then there's also a moment of silence at 11 a.m. to remember their sacrifice. And around the world in UK, France, and Canada, people honor November 11th as Remembrance Day or Armistice Day. So Veterans Day was a day that marked a moment of peace in the world in 1918, and then it has become a day to honor every veteran who has served. So thank you for watching, and have a good Veterans Day.